What's going on, guys? It is DJK here, and today I'm bringing you another commentary. Not done one of these in a while. Thought I'd just talk to you today about what are your favourite type of games, and by that I mean like action, adventure, shooter, racing, sports, futuristic. Those sort of games. So yeah, we'll be talking about them. The gameplay is just a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 game on domination. I'm not quite sure on the score, but that's just for you in the background to watch. You don't have to. Don't have to watch it. You can always listen to me ramble on about different types of different types of games that we play, or what is our favourite types of games that we play even. But so yeah, we'll get started. I'm gonna go with we'll start with action games. Action games are alright. I'm not a fan of some action games. Some games are pretty good, but I don't know. Depends on what action games they are. But yeah, I don't really sort of play those games, so that's why I'm not really going to talk much about them. Adventure games, I don't mind some adventure games actually. Some of them are actually pretty good. I like the Lara Croft series, like from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and now the new one coming out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and that. But yeah, I do prefer those adventure games. I sort of brought up when I first started playing the PlayStations and that when I was younger. Those were the sort of games that I played, and I watched my dad play, and so they were the sort of games that I played sort of as I was growing up, and I got to like them games. I mean, I still play those games now, not so much the newest ones, because I don't think they're as much as the too many games as the first ones, because obviously I was brought up with like it being blocks and everything was like a square, and it was so easy to move. But obviously the newer games are much more up to date, better graphics, everything like that, which obviously makes the game more realistic. But I still prefer the older games because it's easier to, it was easier to move, it was easier to kill the enemies. I just found it so much easier, and it wasn't that. I mean, it was hard, but they were just my favourite types of adventure games. Let's go on to shooter games. Now, there is loads and loads of shooter games out. Obviously, we all know Call of Duty's a shooter game, Battlefield, you name it. Those are the two probably main shooter games. I prefer, out of the two, I prefer Call of Duty, purely because it's such a big game, and it's a big franchise though in general. It's so they always have. There's always something new every game that comes out every year. They're always changing how the game is, and that's what I like about Call of Duty. Battlefield is good. I still do like Battlefield, but I don't like the the controls as much as I do on Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is a nice, easy based. It's easy to control the controls, and I find it much easier to use and learn and things like that. But Battlefield I do find quite hard to use the controls for. But they're the only two sort of shooter games I like. Where else we go? Sports games. Now, sports games are probably a bigger part of my younger life as my teen years. Well, I am still a teenager. Well, not really. I'm 17, but that's still a teen, I suppose. But like from say 10 till I was about 14 when I discovered Call of Duty. FIFA was probably the game that I played the most out of all, because it was such, everyone loved football. Not everyone, but everyone that I used to speak to loved football and everything. And like if we weren't playing football outside, as you do, go down the park and play football, we were inside playing FIFA. If it was, I don't know, FIFA 07, 08, 06, any of the FIFAs that were around that time, we just played FIFA so much. I've not really tried any of the. I played FIFA Street a bit on like my PSP and my PlayStation, but I never really played any other games apart from any other sports games apart from FIFA. I never tried NBA or NFL. Didn't really try any of those other games. I mean, I wish I had because I've seen other people play them, and I thought, oh wow, that does actually look quite fun. And I've never invested in buying one of the games, but I'll see what happens when like any of the new one comes out. Any of the new ones come out. But we'll see. I mean, I do enjoy playing the sports games, but not as much as I do playing Call of Duty and like those Lara Croft games I was talking about earlier. I don't enjoy playing FIFA now as much as I used to because I think EA has kind of ruined the game slightly with its servers being crap. Some of the gameplay on the new FIFA 13 is so unrealistic considering it's supposed to be realistic. It's just terrible. And just generally the assholes that play FIFA, I just don't play it as much. I mean, I still do play it, but I just don't see the excitement and the fun in it anymore. Moving on to other games. I mean, I should have like other games that I play, but I don't know which category to put them in. Assassin's Creed, I absolutely love the Assassin's Creed series. I suppose you could put that as action and adventure because it's a bit of, fighting, saving people. So there's the action, and the adventure is how big the map is, and like just basically exploring the whole of the map. I mean, I love playing Grand Theft Auto. I mean, that's more of an adventure game, but it's also a free roam game. So if you could probably put that into a free roam game, possibly that would be as well. I mean, I can't wait for the new one to come out. It's going to be absolutely awesome in September. I just can't wait. Which, unfortunately, is going to be probably the last biggest game, maybe possibly FIFA 14 as well, being released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, which will kind of suck. I mean, I do wish they'd bring it out on PS4 and Xbox One, but who knows? Oh yeah, racing games. I missed out racing games. Racing games I do enjoy playing as well. I'd like playing. I used to play the Need for Speeds a lot, but I think they sort of ruin it. They sort of don't. Their Need for Speed 1, Need for Speed Underground 2 were like my favourite two, purely because it was street racing and it was sort of like that, a bit like Tokyo Drift, the film Fast and Furious. But just recently, the last ones have been sort of ruining them a bit, especially the one before. What was it? Most Wanted. Oh, I can't remember the Need for Speed one. If you know this Need for Speed, the one with the storyline and it wasn't very free roamy, let me know in the comments below because I can't remember what it was called. But that Need for Speed for me ruined them. It absolutely ruined them, and I just haven't really got into the flow of playing not Call of Duty, bloody Need for Speed. Again, I just really can't play it. I just can't find the time to get into the games like I used to. I do play the Formula 1 games. I mean, I'm a big fan of actual Formula 1 in real life. I think it's actually a really good sport. But I love the games a lot, but I just don't. I mean, I do love playing the games, so I wish I could have someone else to play them with, because I find racing games are more fun when you play with someone, because it is kind of repetitive, like you drive around a track, blah blah blah, but it's more fun, I think, playing with someone or talking to someone in general whilst playing those games, which I find more fun. I also played a game, the Test Drive. I think they're really good games as well. Test Drive Unlimited 2 was probably my favourite out of the ones that are out, but that's just me on the racing games. I have played a couple of the Lego games, but you could say that's adventure games as well, I suppose. Adventure action, a bit of, especially Lego Star Wars, I think that's good. Fighting games, there's another type of games that I've missed out. Fighting games. Possibly when I was about 14, 15, I did get a couple of the WWE games, because I was a big fan of WWE then, but now I know obviously it's the biggest sort of crap ever, but I did watch them play them quite a lot even, and I did like them games. I mean, they're not the best games, but obviously when I was growing up, Tekken was quite a big game then, and I did play that a couple of times. didn't really enjoy fighting games because I didn't think they were that realistic. But obviously, some of them ain't. But you know, there's that. So yeah, that's all the games I can really think of, guys, that I've played. I mean, if there is any more, then I'll probably let you know or anything like that. But yeah, guys, leave in the comments what you think. Well, not what you think, but what are your favourite types of games? Like if it's action adventure, racing, Call of Duty, like shoot 'ems or racing. You know, just leave in the comments below. I love seeing comments and seeing what other people actually like playing. You know, it's interesting to see what, you know, my subscribers, other people actually play. You know, 'cause not everyone plays the same games as me. I mean, I'm the biggest fan of Call of Duty, but well, no, it's nice to see. So yeah, thanks for listening to this pretty long video. Thanks, guys. So thanks, guys. You know, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good jazz. You know what to do, guys. And yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next video.